Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
Is it possible for me to trust my boyfriend again after he admits to having a one-night stand? I'm just going to lay everything out here. We've been together for almost a year and have incredible chemistry. In my opinion, we were emotionally, spiritually in tune, had fantastic sex, and felt like best friends. 3 weeks ago, my world came crumbling down around me. He had said earlier in the relationship that he didn't think we were compatible and that he had tried to leave but always returned. Same shit, he left me in pieces for about 5 days before coming back, apologizing, saying he loved me, and we spent hours talking about the things we needed to work on to grow as a pair. He was incredibly affectionate the next day, and it felt great. Later that evening, he said he wanted us to continue forward with complete transparency and honesty. He'd met a girl and kissed her a few months before while out clubbing. I was enraged when he said they'd left the club and fucked in an alleyway. I'm upset. I can't eat or sleep, and I have panic attacks. To make matters worse, he said it was because he was completely smashed, drunk, and that it didn't matter to him. I've already told him that it's ruined me, that it's made me feel like our entire relationship is a farce, and that it means a lot to me. I've had cheating partners in the past and know how nasty it can be, so I honestly didn't expect this from him. We're taking some time apart right now, and I'm having a hard time with it. I still adore him, and I had envisioned us going much further together before this. He now claims that he didn't realize his genuine feelings for me at the time. He has childhood trauma issues, past drug difficulties, and has never been shown what true love is like, and that he has never felt love like this for anybody, and that he now realizes what he has lost as a result of a blunder. His closest friends and family know the truth, and they feel he is sincerely sorry because he has been in physical agony, not behaving in character and other signs of regret since we broke up. He's also stated that his entire view on life has changed, that he now wants to establish a profession helping people, that he wants to deal with his issues of self-worth, and that he doesn't know what to do to regain my trust. His father spoke with me and said he had never seen him like this, in tears virtually all of the time, that he was appalled by his behavior, and that he believes this is the biggest mistake of his life. He believes we were meant to be together. Other times he has violated my trust boundaries, though not cheating, but I excused it because this was his first long-term relationship, and I chalked it up to him learning. But how could he choose to fuck someone else, knowing that it would end our relationship? If he was unsure at any stage, I told him he should have either committed 100% or allowed me to figure things out on his own. I'm not sure what to do, if he's even being sincere anymore, or if there's any hope of reconciliation. Even if it's probably not what I want to hear, any advice would be very appreciated. Thank you all X. Here is the greatest comments advice for this wonderful article that I gathered. If there is to be reconciliation, there must be a comprehensive plan, including therapy as a key component. Hard boundaries must also be established, merely brushing the barrier but not crossing it to become a deal breaker. He'll need intense therapy to get himself out of this mess. According to what you said above, he needs to get his head right before he can, and may never, be able to sustain a healthy relationship with anyone. It's not you. Maybe then he'll be able to have a healthy connection with someone, including you, but he'll have to do the effort himself. Only if he went to treatment and tried to repair himself would you know he was sincere. You'd ultimately see it. However, he may not do so or only do so half-heartedly because individuals lie to therapists. You never know. He could fake the funk and repeat his actions there. What do you think you're getting out of this? Are you willing to wait for him to sort things out? What are your plans until then? Keep your hands on the kibbles he gives you? And can you believe he's telling you the truth? He was the one who confessed to giving him credit. Even yet, repairing himself will be a long process. Is it worth it to wait for him to mature when you've matured, and the relationship isn't even 2 years old? He isn't worthy of you right now. I have another issue here, and I strongly advise you to get tested for STDs or STIs. If he has admitted to what you know, I feel that's only the tip of the iceberg. You are deserving of so much more. There are much better possibilities for you, especially since you are still young. The only thing I can think of is that he has demonstrated to you that you know who he is on multiple occasions. I'd take his word for it. Can't you put some distance between you and him for a while, be a calm, positive friend at arm's length, and see how things develop? It would be best to safeguard yourself and be selfish, which is simply self-care and preservation. You owe him nothing. In my experience, these self-destructive behavior patterns are hardwired as a result of a traumatic upbringing and require a lot of time, drive, dedication, and therapy to overcome. These issues are beyond the reach of a magic wand, and they are not your responsibility to bear. You can't make him go through the difficult process of self-improvement. Pay attention to yourself. Making your life better, having positive experiences, and making interesting life objectives, perhaps traveling, gaining a new perspective, getting out in the wild world, and stopping devoting all of your energy to this problematic individual. We all make mistakes in life that either break or make us, and what he does with this scenario is entirely up to him. He is the only one who can modify himself. Even if you assist him wholeheartedly, he could still fuck it up and fall back into old coping strategies. One person's, "You're asking too much of me," is another guy's, "Is that all you want?" I read somewhere. Even if it doesn't feel like it, this isn't your only chance at love. Those guys would never consider shagging someone in an alley, risking obtaining insti, passing it on to their spouse, or lying and deceiving. The truth is that there are people out there who, despite having had a poor childhood, can nevertheless maintain control and respect and assist you, so increasing your life pleasure. It sounds like a tremendous battle with a guy, and I mean, if you truly want to give up your life for another, that is your choice. Isn't it preferable to have a solid foundation on which to build? One that doesn't make you feel bad, makes you doubt yourself or lower your self-esteem. You will inevitably be lonely for some time, but this is simply making room for when the moment is right to welcome someone into your life who truly provides you with everything you want, need, and deserve. It's a thrilling moment to do all you want, put yourself out there, and truly learn to love yourself first. I wish you the best of luck. You seem like a thoughtful, supportive, and amazing partner. You are deserving of someone who will be there for you and will also support you. Another case of cheating. Significant other is a business owner who had an affair with an employee. 36 meters, and I have been together for nearly 4 years. I'll be honest, and it's not been easy. We have a 2-year-old daughter together, and I have another child from a previous relationship. As I previously stated, our relationship has been difficult, but we have put in much effort. However, the last 6 months have been extremely difficult, and he recently hired a new staff. I immediately had an uneasy feeling about her and told him about it several times. Of course, he told me I was making a fool of myself. Things gradually deteriorated, and they began texting each other about non-work related topics. I challenged him several times before he broke up with me. We discussed splitting up, and he stayed below for 2 weeks. He continues to develop an emotional attachment to the woman. We decided to work on things a few weeks later, and I made it obvious that he must draw a line with her before things went out of hand. He told me that he would, and we had had a wonderful few weeks together. I got a hunch to check his Apple Watch one day, and I discovered he had been sexting her. When I approach him, he admits to doing it and having oral sex with him at work. I'm heartbroken and sickened by it all. Despite this, he wishes to work today. But, here's the thing. Here I'm not too fond of the idea of them collaborating. I'd like him to dismiss her. Is this self-centered? Am I acting irrationally? He argues he can't since he is her boss and could face a lawsuit. But it's humiliating, embarrassing. It makes me sick to know she's still alive. Here is the greatest advice for this wonderful article that I gathered. What a colossal squander of time. This partnership has never been very happy. Is it possible that a sprinkling of magical fairy dust will alter the situation? Nope. Your child is entitled to a more positive and healthy model of a partnership. This isn't it, and they're scared by it every day. Because of the poor example given, they will suffer in their relationships. If you desired reconciliation, you'd have to be willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater, which I'm not sure why you want. You'd have to boot his AITA out and avoid contact with him. There are parenting apps that can aid you only with your child. He believes that he can have his cake and eat it as well. Go to Chump Lady and read. Consider if you want your daughter to grow up in a home where he and you are constantly arguing and fighting while he's gone fucking around, putting your health in danger with STDs and the like. Find a good child support lawyer. If you think this is still redeemable, it isn't even healthy in one manner. Find a competent therapist for yourself since relationships shouldn't be that difficult, and you have issues. If you think this is still salvageable, it isn't. Here, you must concentrate on yourself and your child. You must do better for her and yourself because you are better. Why would you want to stay with a man who can't be loyal to the lady who gave him 2 lovely children? You knew what was going to happen and warned him against it, yet he went ahead and did it anyway. And you believe he is deserving of saving the relationship? Lol. Please accept my heartfelt apologies, Up. Your partner is a liar, a cheater, and a sexual harasser in the workplace. The sleazy trifecta. For child support and possibly more, contact an attorney. Begin the process of removing yourself from the relationship. Things aren't going to get much better. Please move on to a life without him, with someone deserving of your love and trust. You are entitled to nothing less. It's best if you walk away from this. You'll never be at ease with him collaborating with her. Especially because their affair took place at work. Don't place yourself in such a difficult situation. It's possible that you're not married. You do, however, have a right to child support. Entering an affair with a subordinate is the worst thing a business owner can do. He is deserving of all the suffering and embarrassment that comes with committing such a blunder. 2 things, in my opinion, are going on here. 1 is a commercial matter you should contact and speak with a lawyer you can trust. The relationship is the second point to consider. The first thing you should do is consult with a lawyer to see what options he has for minimizing the harm and avoiding a lawsuit. Can you, for example, fire her? If she broke up with your ex, she may seek legal counsel and face a lawsuit even if you don't. I'd also break up with him and work hard to make the divorce as fair as possible, considering that he cheated on you and that there should be some compensation for that. He is unable to do so. It is sexual harassment to fire her. There would be a monetary punishment as well as damages. His only alternative is to send her a large check and deliver a glowing reference to get her to go. That is precisely what he should do. He didn't marry you because he knows he'll cheat on you and refuses to pay alimony. You'll only get child support, and he'll keep his business. But you already know what you need to accomplish. You can tell where you stand because he's creating financial excuses for not getting rid of her. When he first saw her, he anticipated an affair. Therefore, it's safe to say he hired her. Keeping company with this individual is extremely dangerous. He has a lot of defects in his character. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Please tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Keep an eye out for more cheating.